Hey guys, it's Dr. Crypto here with another CRO and a crypto.com update, as well as a crypto market update too. But I also definitely want to get into crypto.com because I really do think in this next couple of months could be really, really big for crypto.com and may well have a nice impact on the CRO coin. But I'll get into that in just a while. So before I start, smash that like, give a subscribe. Your support is always much appreciated. And a disclosure out there, I do own CRO and I do own Bitcoin as well. So there we go. That's all out the way. But on the weekly, we can see here, yeah, it's a bit of a bloodbath. We have got some outliers there like Sol and Ray and Popcat up there in the green. But on the weekly in general, a lot of altcoins are pretty much down. And we know why that is as well. Is obviously we've got the Bitcoin dominance rising and the liquidity's been just sucked out of the altcoins. But I've seen this all before. I saw this back in 2020 and 2021. Just before we had that parabolic move for the altcoins. I all saw this happening before, and people were panicking. We're not going to get this alt season. And then just like that, click of a finger, we went straight up to Valhalla. And a lot of the altcoins went up as well. I'm not saying that every altcoin's going to have a rocket pack, but, you know, I hope we all do, and all make a lot of money in this. It's all about being there, being patient, and I think the market at the moment is just waiting for that election in the US to get out of the way. And who's going to be there, Harris or Trump? Let me know in the comments below. But obviously, at the moment, like I said, altcoins have been taking a bit of a beating. But on the daily, we can see here, it's a lot more green. It's a lot more happier picture. And on the hourly, we know Bitcoin's just had a bit of a point up to 68,428 at the moment. And obviously, that's dragged up the altcoins slightly at the moment. But obviously, we'll get into that in just a while. But poor CRO at the moment, is if we go all the way down to here, we was in the last cycle in the top 10. But at the moment, we've dropped down. We are at number 43. We'll get into that now. And basically what's happened is obviously, like I said, also pulled back. But market cap is shy of $2 billion. We have dropped down. It's now 1.96. And the volume isn't particularly great, in my opinion. I want it to get higher than that. I want to get it to $5, $6, $7, $8 million. But we're slightly up 17% at the moment, sitting at 4.6 million. Bullishness and bearishness haven't really changed at all. We've had that bit of a dip, and now we're starting to pull back up. Because obviously, when you come to the weekends, low liquidity and such like. But what I am watching out for CRO is waiting for that, some good news to come out, which will push the price up. You never know. We could get some burns. That always helps out with the price as well. Because at the moment, on the weekly, we've just been on this downtrend, really. It's just been bleeding against Bitcoin, but the trend has been down all the way since around about the 4th of March. We had that beautiful move up to the upside. We came back down, move up to the upside. But what we're doing here is like we've got a falling wedge here, which was back in, that was in January of 2023. We've just been coming down and creating this massive wedge, and then we pumped to the upside. Got another wedge there and pumped to the upside. And now we're creating even a bigger wedge at the moment. This, I'm hoping, could break up to the upside. It wouldn't take very much when alt season comes that we move to the upside. I really don't want it to see as though we could well go down to 6.5 cents. It's always a possibility. I bought down here, but there's a possibility that we could. I don't want it to see it, and I know a lot of you people have been buying, over the past months and such like. So hopefully we hold support here and we push to the upside. That's what I'm hoping. But it won't take much if we get some good news come through. Because look at that move there. People getting down in the dumps there, and then suddenly we have that pump to the upside. And then I feel like we're getting close to alt season. We're getting closer and closer and closer to it. So I'm hoping actually Bitcoin does take the market share, takes that big move to the upside and pump us to Valhalla. And then obviously the dominance starts coming down and dropping down. But we'll get into that in just a little bit. But what I am watching for at the moment, it's what your guru says here. Just in, Hong Kong says they will issue more crypto exchange license by the end of 2024. And this could well be the bullish thing, what we want for crypto.com, which in all, I think would be good for the CRO coin. Some people may disagree on that because we know earlier this year they done the application to become a licensee, get the license in Hong Kong. So we know the license is in, and it says here among the 11 exchanges seeking full license are major players like crypto.com and Bullish. which in my opinion is really, really bullish. So it's all about being patient. Will crypto.com over this next couple of months, it could be any day now that the license could come through for crypto.com, and that is going to open a door for millions and millions and millions of new users onto the crypto.com platform. My opinion. But also, I do think, like I said, this could be very good for the CRO coin as well. But obviously, what I do keep on watching out for is this. It's going to the SFC Virtual Access Trading Platform, because this gives you who are the listings. We know Hong Kong Virtual Exchange Limited got the license on the 3rd of the 10th, 2024. So we can see that they are starting to list new exchanges, because it's been some years, really. 2020 was the last one of OSL, and Hash Blockchain was in 2022. So will crypto.com be the next one under this? I really hope it does. But, you just have to look at what crypto.com, all the licenses, like with Bahrain that they've got, all those licenses they've got at the moment, it gives me confidence. I think that crypto.com may well get a license here. Nothing's guaranteed. It's all probabilities, but nothing's guaranteed. But I really do hope they do, because you look at all the other licenses they've got. It's really bullish for crypto.com, because at some point they'll be going fully into the US as well. Even though they got with the SEC, I think they will go full into United States of America. And don't forget, we've got South Korea with the app as well. That's got to go live once it gets all clear again for that. And then if you get into Hong Kong, that's going to be an extra. And all the other licenses, hopefully, we'll get as well. And new users. Just look at all you got to do for crypto.com is look at what they do for marketing. It's not just good for crypto.com, but it's great for the crypto space. They're doing an absolutely fantastic job for the crypto community and the crypto space for the innovation as well. So just keep an eye on the SFC virtual platform for Hong Kong. They're the ones who will be giving the golden ticket, I would say, for crypto.com if we were to get it. So there we go. That's what I think is going to happen to crypto.com. Hopefully we'll get some burns as well. I think for CRO, that's going to help with the price as well. So it's all, when you look at the price, it's all about being patient, because we do know at the moment with the price of Bitcoin versus Bitcoin, it's just been bleeding out. It's just been dropping down and down. I really do want us to get back up to this line here. But until Bitcoin dominance stops going up and starts coming down, then it could well be more bleeding down to the downside. And we can see this on here on the Cypher B. It's just been bleeding down. But you could go and look at, you can look at ADA. ADA is the same thing. You look at altcoins. It's pretty much all the same, really, to be honest with you. We could look at the Ethereum as well. It's just been bleeding out. Everything has just been bleeding. We have got the outliers. We have got like Sol. That one thing I will say is that I don't hold all my money in CRO. I have my money in various assets. I've got it in some of the meme coins. I've got it in some other cryptocurrencies. I've got it in the stock market. I've got it in property. You've got to have a diverse, but never marry your tokens. That's what I say, is never fall in love with them, never marry them, never nothing. You just got to be neutral on it. And that's why, I haven't sold any of my CRO because it hasn't gone to the targets I keep saying in the videos. I want to get up to that $1. Then I may start taking some profits from that point of view. But don't marry your tokens. My key thing is to have a diverse portfolio, because as one's not making any moves, there's more likelihood one of the other tokens are going to make some moves to the upside while the others are doing nothing. And it just rotates around like that. That's how I've done it in the past, and it's always worked for me. Everybody's very different. But, nothing I say on here is financial advice, but I definitely would not be going into all in one project. But let's get into the general crypto space in general and see how's that doing. So let's have a look at the crypto market and Bitcoin market, because this is where I get really, really bullish. Yes, the altcoins have been pulling back, but this is what makes me really bullish at the moment. It's $2.32 trillion dollars in market cap in terms of the whole crypto space at the moment. But if we look at the moment at Bitcoin returns at the moment, we're still sitting at 7.73% in Q4 so far. Last Q3 was 0.96. And we saw the previous Q4 of 2023 was 56.9%. And look at that. 2020 was 168%. And we're now sitting at 7.73. So we've got a long, long way to go. And like I said, when we look at the liquidations as well at the moment, we've got up to 69,000 there. We have got loads of 67 there, but there's to be more liquidations up to 69,000. But if we zoom out and look at the 6-month side of things, and we can have a look at where the liquidations are, we've got such a lot of liquidations, 6.3 billion, and we've got liquidations starting to build up at $72,000, which will be sitting at around about $5.62 billion. But it gets even more bullish because obviously we've got to bear in mind, it's like I said, when we look at where the altcoins are and look where Bitcoin is, at the moment, we're in Bitcoin season. There's no two ways about it. Will we get that Ethereum season? Because Ethereum has been looking pretty filthy at the moment. But will we get that? Will that surprise us? We'll get Ethereum pumped to the upside. But then what will happen is we'll find the larger caps, and then we'll get alt season where the large caps, low caps, and all the meme coins will go flying. But at the moment, saying that, meme coins have been absolutely flying right from the beginning of this year, really. You'll be seeing Pepe's and Ponkies and these Popcats and Mog and Whiff. You've seen all those big moves happen early this year. They sort of died down a little bit, but I think they're gearing up ready for big moves. Have we skipped Ethereum? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think we skipped the phase 2 of Ethereum and then we're just going to jump straight to the large caps and then alt season? Because we normally find that the flow of the crowd during the 4-year crypto cycle, in the midst of the bear market, no one wants Bitcoin. Accumulate Bitcoin with dollars. When Bitcoin makes parabolic moves, the crowd floods into Bitcoin. Altcoins go down significantly in Satoshi value. And we've seen that. We've seen that bleeding out in terms of the Bitcoin dominance. We've seen our altcoins all get bleed out. And then we got number 3. After Bitcoin stops going up and consolidate, the crowd move to altcoins. Sell altcoins for Bitcoin during alt season. We can loop back here while Bitcoin makes legs up and have multiple alt seasons. Then we can go to here. On the final alt season, we don't look back. Many of your non-coiner friends are asking about Bitcoin. The entire herd is here. And then we get that final stage. The rate of new participants to the market has slowed down significantly. Bitcoin has blown off top and the bear market is starting, and we rotate again for that 4-year cycle. So that's quite interesting to watch, read, to be honest with you. But as I keep saying, when people are fearful, who are buying? The whales, sorry, not the bears. The whales are buying at a fast rate, and that means the supply of Bitcoin is coming down, and we're going to get that supply shot because there's more demand and less Bitcoin out there, which causes a big move to the upside. We will get, I feel, a big surge up to that $70,000. I think we're going to go to about $150,000 in my opinion. Nothing's guaranteed. It's just probabilities. It's like with CRO coin. It's just probabilities that I think it'll go between $1 and $2. That's just probabilities in my opinion. But we can see here, as I said, with the whales buying, we can see here the BlackRocks have been buying, for their clients basically to purchase Bitcoin. But we can see it's whales just keep on buying. We had that little bit of a lull there on the 22nd of October, a bit of an outflow. But overall, it's just been inflows, inflows and inflows and inflows. And that's it. And I think people are gearing up, ready for that big move to the upside, because we can see Bitcoin at the moment on the weekly has created this massive bull flag, which is just broken out. We've come up to a bit of resistance, which I'm expected, because obviously we're hitting around about getting close to that 70,000. There's going to be a lot of sell orders there. We've got to really punch through. I think the catalyst here to punch through this would be the elections. Whoever gets in, Trump, I think we're going to explode. Everything's going to explode. If Kamala Harris gets in, I think Bitcoin's going to go up and the alts will fall at some point. But I think whoever gets in, that money printer's coming on, and that is going to be good for risk on assets. It'll be good for the stock market, good for crypto. That money printer for the M2 supply will come in, I think, and make me move. But at the moment, we've broken out of that flag and now created a support. Now we're creating a higher high, which in my opinion is extremely bullish. But like I said on every video, when you zoom out on the weekly, you've got that big cup and handle. You've got money flow coming in. It's been continually coming in, as we can see here, where we're down here in the bear market lows of $17,000. Since then, money flow is coming in, and we can see that money flow is expanding as well. And we can have a look at the MACD as well. If we go to find the MACD here, MACD is also crossing over. The histograms are turning green, and we're starting to look like we want to push up. But we've got that inverted head and shoulders, and we can see here. Let's quickly do it here. We've got that inverted head and shoulders, and we've got it here and ready to make it up to the upside. So that's a pretty dirty looking head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulders, but there you go, there it is. But we've got that, everything seems to be playing in fact, but we've got that Bitcoin dominance as well. But that Bitcoin dominance is creating that basically ascending wedge going up there. And at some point, are we going to sort of break out, get to that 60, or are we not? But we are getting close to that 60 because at the moment we're sitting at around about that, 59.5% at the moment. So we just got to watch out for this. This is the area I'm watching for at the moment. To break into that, which we are doing, which I think we could come or back up. We could get up to 61%. Nothing's going to say that we're not going to get to there. And then hopefully we start coming down. This is where we come into here and we start breaking down to the downside. But at the moment, this rising wedge is bearish generally, but the dominance just keeps on rising at the moment. So, but one thing I am watching for at the moment, and I'll go to the stock markets here, is that Dixie. Because Dixie at the moment is broken out of that descending wedge, that accumulation area. We've broken out that. Now we're coming up to this area resistance here at about 1.5%. So $105 there. So hopefully we're going to hit our areas of that area of resistance and start breaking down to the downside. But we have broken out there, and we have seen now on the MACD starting to break to the upside. So we've got to watch the Dixie very carefully. What's going to happen? Obviously, we've got to watch what happens in the US elections. I'm not going to get too political. I'm not going to get into any of that. But whoever wins, I think it's going to be good for crypto overall. There's going to be a lot of volatility because we're only like a week away from that election. And I think a lot of volatility is going to start coming in this week, my personal opinion. So it's also worth watching out for. But overall, the crypto market, the altcoins are not looking absolutely fantastic at the moment. But it will have their turn, and I've just said that in the video. So it's all about sitting on your hands and being patient, and just watch it all play out. It's interesting to watch. So before I finish, give us a like and give us a subscribe. Your support is always much appreciated, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.